This is the story of an adorable little white boy who has a crush on the girl next door and is excited about his birthday party. It's also the story of the recently freed slaves who keep checking in to make sure he's okay.
Okay.
Set against the backdrop of the Reconstruction South, where 4 million black people had recently been freed from slavery and find themselves with no rights, destitute, torn from their families and history. This movie asks the question, will that little white boy be able to keep his puppy? And can the black people in the movie drop what they're doing to help him keep his puppy? It's Georgia. I guess when the slaves were freed, a lot of them, because they didn't have other options, they hung out on the outskirts of the plantations where they had been slaves.
Okay.
But in this movie, they're like all really happy to be there.
Okay.
It romanticizes the whole thing.
Uh-huh.
They could have called this movie No Hard Feelings. This is a Disney movie. The real hero is Uncle Remus. Mm-hmm. He's an older man who we assume was a slave recently. Really, all of this heavy history stuff is just kind of the framing device around our cartoon segments.
Okay.
But the cartoons are the stories of Uncle Remus. So Uncle Remus sits by the fire and tells little white Johnny the stories of Br'er Rabbit. So this movie does, to its credit, it preserves the oral tradition. It's like African-American folklore.
Okay.
It was about a mischievous rabbit called Br'er Rabbit. So maybe the first cartoon rabbit came out of the black oral tradition. Mm-hmm. Then later white people, our oral tradition would create a rabbit where we were like, what if there was a rabbit and his wife was a real lady with big tits? So we open, it's Miss Sally and Mr. John. They're from Atlanta. They're kind of big city folks. And they're in a buggy headed to the plantation outside of Atlanta. Miss Sally's mother has the plantation. And they're with Hattie McDaniel. Hattie McDaniel is in this.
Who?
She was the first black person to win an Oscar because she was in Gone with the Wind. Aunt Tammy. But there's tension in the buggy.
Oh.
Nobody likes a tense buggy ride. Miss Sally and Mr. John seem like they're not getting along. And then he's like, so we're going to go visit Grandma. And then at some point, the little kid's like, are you guys mad at each other? He's like, I heard everyone's mad about what Dad writes in the newspaper. Which they don't really get into that. Does he write a Sex and the City column? Why is everybody mad at what he writes in the newspaper?
Huh. Is it too racist or not racist enough?
Well, the grandma that owns the plantation, he goes, she reads it, she likes it. So maybe he writes a comic strip called Plantation Grandma. I don't know. So then they talk about Uncle Remus. He's like, oh, I can't wait to see Uncle Remus. I guess Uncle Remus is so old, he would tell his stories to Miss Sally and Mr. John when they were kids. Everyone loves his stories. He's famous for his stories. Mm-hmm.
Are Sally and John related?
No, they're married.
But he said to both of them as kids. Maybe they just grew up together.
Well, he tends to hold court around a campfire. Maybe they met at a Uncle Remus show. Okay. They were in the front row at Uncle Remus, and they locked eyes. And they were like, you're in Uncle Remus? He's like, I was in Uncle Remus before. It was cool, man. Oh, I've been following Uncle Remus around the country. He's like fish. And then the little boy that's going to be friends with Johnny, Toby jumps on the back of the carriage.
Okay.
They get there, the grandma comes out. Now he's heard about him. Now Johnny, he's like, is that Uncle Remus? He says to Hattie McDaniel, and she's like, no, that's another black guy. He's like, I got to meet this Uncle Remus guy. He's a legend. So basically, the dad's going to leave. He says he has to go to work, but you get the idea they're breaking up. And then he gives her a big kiss goodbye, and then he starts crying. He's like, Daddy, don't go. And he goes off on the buggy. Dad's gone. So now Johnny wants to run away. But then he sees that, Uncle Remus, I think he hears Uncle Remus. He's around the campfire. He tells Uncle Remus that he's going to run away. And Uncle Remus is like, well, okay, I'll go with you. First, let's go back to my place to get some food. He says, you wanting to run away. That reminds me of the story of when Br'er Rabbit wanted to run away. He's smart. He's like, I'll tell him the tale of Br'er Rabbit to convince him not to run away. Mm-hmm. There's always a moral.
Like Disney movies are supposed to have.
Do they always have morals? Well, I guess Snow White and what are the morals?
Snow White, don't eat random food given you by strangers.
Don't eat fruit given to you by ugly women. That's a good tale. If you're under 4'7", have a gimmick. Wait, what else do we got? If you're not tall, you need like a thing. So women will think you're interesting. You're like, yeah, I'm 5'6", but I wear sunglasses. If you're an ugly woman, just get out of here. But if you're a short man, have a thing. Wear a little fedora or whatever the fuck. What if every dwarf, he was just coping with how short he was? I do magic tricks. It's all just like pick-up artist shit. Yeah. I guess the moral of The Little Mermaid was don't talk until he likes you. And then you can start talking. These are good. Cinderella, some guys are in defeat. Yeah. Good message. Yeah. Ahead of its time. Yeah. The world wouldn't catch up to that until a couple of years ago. Yeah. So here's the story of Br'er Rabbit. Mm-hmm. It's our first Br'er Rabbit. He's the outdoingest, most bodacious critter in the whole world. And at this point, Johnny is transfixed. Mm-hmm. He's like, I can't believe I'm getting a private Uncle Remus concert. Yeah. And it's getting like, you can see it gets really dark because it's nighttime. Mm-hmm. And he goes, now this story didn't happen just yesterday or the day before. 'Twas a long time ago. In them days, everything was mighty satisfactual. The critters was closer to the folks, and the folks was closer to critters. And if you'll excuse me for saying so, it was a better time all around. Whoa. This is where it gets really crazy. He goes, yes, sir, it happened on one of them, and this is the famous song, Zippity Doo-Dah days. And right when he says Zippity Doo-Dah, it gets daytime real quick. Uh-huh. Now we're back in the past, the Zippity Doo-Dah times. Uh-huh. You know, we all know the song, Zippity Doo-Dah, Zippity-Yay. My, oh my, what a wonderful day. Mm-hmm. Plenty of sunshine going my way. Zippity-Doo-Dah, Zippity-Yay. And of course, Mr. Bluebird's on my shoulder. Oh! This is how great the past was for black people. This is interesting. So it's like they're saying, like, in the past, before the Civil War, there were cartoon animals everywhere. Okay. They've left. They're not in the present of the movie. But in the past, there's singing birds, and there's Mr. Bluebird, and there's the critters. The critters were closer to the people. Okay. So apparently, the cartoon animals are upset that we ended slavery. According to the reality of this movie, cartoon animals used to sing and dance and talk to us. And then when we got rid of slavery, they ghosted us. And now they're waiting for slavery and or our white father to come back. Okay. Which is kind of maybe metaphorically the same thing. Oh, shit! The cartoon animals don't come back until our white father comes back. Whoa. And then everything's okay again. Okay. Mr. Bluebird's on my shoulder. It's the truth. It's actual. Everything is satisfactual. Everybody knows this song. Nobody knows it's about a freed slave remembering the better times of before he was freed. I think that's what the song's about. So he sang the Zippity Doo-Dah song, and he's like, oh, look, it's Br'er Rabbit's leaving his little house in the briar patch. Uncle Remus is saying, you know, there's nowhere so far away that there's not going to be trouble. There's trouble wherever you go. And to illustrate this point, as soon as Br'er Rabbit leaves home, he gets caught in a rabbit trap. A rabbit trap set by the evil Br'er Fox, who wants to murder him with an axe, but then Br'er Rabbit escapes and runs back home. So this is when Johnny's like, okay, fine, I'll stay. Jesus, right.
Well, because normally the moral of, like, don't move to solve your problems is you're your problems.
Hey, wherever you go, there you are, and also there's going to be a guy with an axe. So stay in the briar patch. So he takes him home, and the old lady comes out, Grandma Dashi. He's like, well, Miss Dashi, you know, it's none of my business, but that boy needs a father. Mm-hmm. She's like, okay. She said, if I want your opinion, I'll ask for it. And he's like, you're not mad at me, are you, Miss Dashi? And she says, mad at you, you old rascal? Mm-hmm. White people and black people can't stay mad at each other. This is the theme. If we're going to go like, oh, you old son of a gun, how could we be mad at each other? This is like, they're so buddy-buddy, it feels like the Golden Girls. Just a multiracial pair of Estelle Gettys giving each other the business. Nice. And if you threw a party and invited everyone you knew, the biggest gift that you would see would be from me, and the card attached would say, thank you for being a slave. The past was doing its best.
That's the theme song.
Leave them alone. Leave them alone. Leave them alone. They were doing their best.